Hi guys, welcome to Pin Zone. I'm Fred Pin, and today I'm going to install some wiper refills to my 2005 Subaru Forester. I've picked these refills up from my local car accessory shop. You can get the wiper blade, which replaces the frame that these fit into. That usually costs more. But in this case, I've inspected the blades and they appear okay, and I'll just put the refills. There's a few things to watch out for. These blades do come in different widths, so the little clips that hold them in can be 6.5 or 8mm or 9.5mm, and you just got to confirm that before you purchase them, because you don't want to take them out of the packet, find out they're the wrong ones, and then try and get a refund, because refunds aren't fun. So, pretty simple process. Most places that you buy these from will install them for you for a modest cost, but you can do these on your own. These are actually a pair, and they actually are two different lengths, because the driver's side and passenger side blades are different lengths, and so just double check before you remove and install, because you don't want to be cutting the long one when it was actually the short one and then finding out you've got one that's not the right length. As you can see, this is the driver's blade and the rubber refill inside, and as you can see, it's torn on the edge and also on the same on the other end. And all we do to take this refill out, the old one, is squeeze these clips, and you can use a pair of pliers. Okay, I'm just using a small pair of these electronics pliers, but you can use any sort of pliers. I've squeezed the little barbs in the front, and in the process also pulling it through. So I'll just remove this one, which is actually a little bit tight. They should feel a bit looser than that. All I had done was use these pliers and just squeeze those. You can see the little U-shaped channels that the refill runs in, and the refill has little slots or guides on either side that they fit into, and this is where you get your width, where you have to determine the correct width of your wiper refill, because they can vary in size, and depending on your make and model, it's always a good idea to check the refill catalogue or ask one of the accessory assistants in the shop. I'll just check these against the new refills to make sure that they are correct. So this is the new refill. This is the driver's side, the old refill, and the new one is way longer than I need. So you can trim these quite easily. These are a plastic spine or back to them, and you can just get a good pair of scissors or side cutters and trim them through. So it's the same situation with the passenger side. That's longer than the original, and we can trim that also. I'll trim it after I've installed these and make sure they are correct. Let's do it. Hopefully you can see this. I'm just going to thread the new wiper blade, or the new refill, into the actual blade itself, and lining up the grooves on the refill with the groove on the blade itself. Now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of these little U-clips or channels to line up, so make sure you get them all and don't miss any. because that could cause some jamming or incorrect operation. Take your time, it's not a race. The more you thread through, the probably harder it is to push, but you'll get there. There we go. So we've got them all lined up so that it locks onto the wiper blade itself. Those little barbs have to lock in, so you push it right through. You can squeeze them a little bit to push them through. Hopefully you can see that. And just give it a little tug to make sure that it's not going to work its way out while your wipers are operating, and that's great. Okay, and that's the blade pushed in with the barbs locking into place. Okay, I've just got the original refill lined up with the new refill. I'm going to cut this on the 22 inch or 561. It's a bit hard to tell upside down, but I'm going to cut it right there. Alright, let's try some side cutters. Diagonal side cutters. Put them on that mark that I identified. And just like that, it cuts. And that's the whatever. I'm going to install the passenger side refill now. Same process as the driver's side. Going to line up the blade with the channel and pass it through if I can, because that's what you do. And again, we're going to make sure these barbs click into place, give it a little tug, make sure it's not going to fall out, and I'll just get the original blade or refill to compare where to cut it. The reason I cut it after I've installed it is when you, and I'll do it on the old one, when you cut the refill, you can crush that leading edge. You can end up crushing that leading edge, which makes it difficult to push on. So I prefer to cut these after I've installed it and double check the length. We've got the new wiper refills on, and as I mentioned earlier, it's raining here in Perth, Western Australia, and I'm going to put the wipers on. It's always a good idea to put your wipers on when the windscreen is wet, because it can reduce scratching of your windscreen. I'll put it on intermittent, delayed. Look at that. Well, anyway, let's do that. That is definitely better than it was before. It's doing what it's supposed to do. Too easy, hey? Of course, you can change the, where are we? The duration of the intermittent wipers from longer duration to shorter duration. It's one of the best things invented since sliced bread, I reckon. Not sure if you can see that, but one of my wiper nozzles, or washer nozzles, is blocked. On this side, they're both working. That's the passenger side. But on the driver's side, I have only one of the little nozzles working. Probably just a simple fix, a little bit of dirt in the water, or bugs laid a turd or something, I don't know. We'll sort it out. Alright, hopefully you can see that, but one of the nozzles is blocked, and I hope to clear it with just a little wire, and we'll be back to 2 squirts. Well, 4 squirts if you count the other side. Okay, what I've done is I've just cut a little wire off a wire brush I have, and I'm going to use that to try and clear the blockage on the washer nozzle. Okay, is that in focus? I've just put the wire in there, and it's moving around. So I should do the other side too. Ouch! Missed it. Alright, so I'm clearing the other side too, so while I'm here I might as well give that a clean, and let's try this one again. Just pushing it in and out, ouch, as I empower myself. Just do the other side. Alright, so let's just do this side too. If I'm able. You know, so old people have glasses and you can't see very well. Well, glasses are supposed to help us see, but they fog up and all sorts of things. So anyway, you can see I've just used a little wire in there to poke into the hole. I've done it on both sides, passenger side, driver side, and both the little nozzles on each one. And we'll give that another go and see if that has rectified the earlier problem. Here we go, both are working, and it was an easy fix. So there you go, that's a little bonus to the wiper refill segment.